Do you ever feel tired? Not because of the world outside, but because of the constant noise inside your own mind. A voice that won't stop, worrying about the future, regretting the past, judging the present. That's overthinking, and it's silently draining the peace from within us. In today's episode, we'll walk gently together on the Buddhist path of mindfulness. We'll explore why our minds overthink, how these thoughts create suffering, and most importantly, how the Buddha taught us to return to stillness. Chapter 1. Why our minds never stop talking. Overthinking doesn't just happen. It begins when our mind lacks presence, direction, and clarity. In the Dhammapada, the Buddha said, "The mind is difficult to control, swift and elusive, chasing after what it wants. But a trained mind brings happiness." When we lose mindfulness, the mind becomes like a monkey, jumping from branch to branch, from thought to thought. It creates problems even when there are none. We start thinking too much, out of habit, fear, or the need to control what we cannot. Example, you lie in bed. It's quiet, but your mind replays a conversation from earlier. What did they really mean by that? Did I sound awkward? You begin rehearsing dozens of imaginary responses, and peace slips away again. 2. How overthinking silently steals our peace. The Buddha taught that suffering doesn't come from events, but from how we relate to them. Today, one of the biggest causes of inner unrest is overthinking. It leads to anxiety, sleeplessness, decision fatigue, and sometimes even depression. In the Anguttara Nikaya, the Buddha said, "Whatever one frequently thinks and ponders upon, that will become the inclination of the mind." If we constantly think negative thoughts, the mind becomes wired for worry, and a mind full of worry cannot be at peace. Picture this. You're drinking tea, but instead of tasting it, your mind is racing, worried about tomorrow's meeting, your bank account, or a social media post. You miss the moment. You miss your life. 3. A Buddhist way to calm the mental storm. The Buddha never told us to suppress our thoughts. He taught us to observe them without attachment. Return to the present. Through breath and body. Every time you notice your mind wandering, gently bring it back to your breath. Breathing in. I know I am breathing in. Breathing out. I know I am breathing out. That simple awareness begins to calm the storm. Practice tip. Each morning, sit for just 5 minutes. Breathe. When thoughts appear, smile softly and return to your breath. Don't fight the thoughts. Just don't follow them. B. Observe, not react. Thoughts are like clouds. They come and go. You don't need to chase or push them away. The Buddha said, when a thought arises, recognize it as just a thought. Let it come. Let it go. Example, while meditating, a fear arises. What if I fail? Simply name it, worry, and return to your breath. Let the thought float by, like a leaf on a gentle stream. Circa question the thought. Is it true? Most overthinking comes from fear, assumption, or imagination. Ask yourself, Does this thought serve me? Is it even true right now? What would happen if I let this go? As the Buddha said, just as a lamp cannot burn without fire, a human being cannot live without a spiritual life. Overthinking leads to illusion. Mindfulness brings us back to reality. 4. Habits that nurture. Inner stillness peace isn't a destination. It's a way of being, cultivated moment by moment. Here are a few practices to help reduce mental noise. Walking meditation. Feel each step, each breath. Mindful eating. In silence, with gratitude. Digital minimalism. Less scrolling, more stillness. Self-compassion. Speak kindly to yourself, even in your mind. Let life itself become a meditation. Only then will the mind learn to rest. Dear one, overthinking is not your enemy. It's just a signal that your mind is longing for your presence. So instead of trying to shut it down, sit beside it, like sitting by the ocean, watching the waves come and go. The mind may never be completely silent, but with mindfulness, it no longer has to pull you away. Right now, take a deep breath, return to this moment, and gently remind yourself, I don't need to control everything. I just need to be here, one breath at a time. Astikta, thank you for joining today's reflection. If this brought even a little peace to your heart, please share it with someone who might need it. And remember, you are already whole. You're just coming home to yourself. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha. Thank you for listening.